Today we have an old timer that's ready to show us what it's about. Now, this car we have not built. This is the Mercury Cougar. It's honestly a car that really has never been on my radar, to be completely honest with you. Even in the previous game, which it was in Need for Speed Payback, I don't even think I made a video back then. Is there a reason why? Other than that, I don't know. Now, to be real, this thing revs to just over 5,000. It's very, very slow, but it is a classic muscle-looking boy, so I do quite like that indeed. I hope that we can build this thing to be quite a bit quicker, and hopefully we've got some customization. The rate... Get off of me! You stupid car! Don't get in the way of American muscle! So, the rating of this thing in customization, I think, is like a 5 out of 10. I'm not expecting some major bits, which is probably one of the reasons I haven't touched it. Just get on with it. Okay, come on, big boy. Show us what you got. Hopefully, a decent amount of engine swaps to play with. First one. We got the 6.4 V8 that doesn't rev very high at all, but the potential horsepower is 1,200 from the standard engine. That's pretty cool. Of course, downgrading it to a different V8 actually decreases the power quite a lot. We've got equal match on this modern V8 over here, which I would prefer to keep the standard engine in. So far, I think the best engine is still down. It's still... I was going to say not making a noise there. Oh, there we go. Putting a 3... I'm not putting a bloody V6 in it. A forged GTR engine in a muscly muss. The best bet is going to be to stick with the stock engine and give it all kinds of power. That is the way we're gonna go. So final piece of the puzzle to throw in on this car is the turbo upgrade. Are we gonna go turbo or are we gonna go supercharger though? I do want the most power. We can go with a dual turbocharger, or the single is gonna give us 1239, but the supercharger, because muscle 357 is how we finish. We ain't maxing this thing out. We would max it out if we change the engine, but that's not what we're about today. So without further ado, let's get this thing popping off. Let's make it look spicy and meaty. Let's do it in the way that normally you would do when it comes to building a car in the real world. You would go with a set of wheels first. Wheels spice a car up. Worldly, absolutely worldly. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about having these wheels as big as they are, but I feel like this is something that someone with a Cougar would attempt to do. Now, the calipers, I do need to change because we're on drum brakes, which, oh no, can we not? Oh, we can't. At least make it look extra, a little bit spicy, sporty. We're going to go for some semis. If we put brake discs on, of course, that would probably make the most sense. And then we can do the calipers. Yes. Color-wise, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to go, but let's just go for some Brembos. Okay, now we get into the actual bits you want to see. I want to know how in the heck we're going to change this front grille. The front grille it's kind of cool. It's a very unique grille, I will say. So let's start off with just that. So we can make it look some proper Need for Speed Payback looking, or we can dark it out a little bit. You know what? I kind of like the standard, so we're going to see it with the standard. Can we remove the no, we can't remove the chrome. The chrome is there to stay, but that modernizes it a little bit on the front there. The splitter on muscle cars are among my favorites. That is insane. I like these two. I'm actually going to be putting more chrome on my damn car. Not a fan of these. These are just a bit ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. Are they big intakes with a little bit of carbon accents just in case? Just in case of what? I don't know. Just in case. Have we got any wing mirrors? Oh, there's no wing mirrors. Oh, there's one. We like the offset wing mirror. This is under the headlight customization, not the grille customization. That's kind of odd. Now, we do, hopefully, in this mod... Oh, yeah, we got some wide body. I was hoping we had wide... Come on. If there's a wide body there, it needs to be put on. We've got some wings that actually fit. We've got some wings that are just stupid. We've got some wings that are also stupid. They're all quite dumb. I'm going to go with the Speed Hunters, though, just because I think it looks I was going to say the cleanest. I know everyone's going to disagree with me there, but I'm being honest. We can change the rear lights a little bit. We can... tint them darker. What on earth is that? We got the big back end. We can smooth it up a little bit, or we can make it super clean. You know what? That light bar looks amazing. It looks so different with that light bar. We're going to go with a big diffuser. Big enough that it needs to bolt onto the bloody back of the car. I have to say, some of these are my absolute favorite paint jobs I've ever seen on a car before. They give so much definition to the design. You can actually paint things. I even think you could paint this this may be the one we go for. If we put some gold wheels on this, that would be incredible. But go back to some of the earlier ones created by the community. Honestly, they all look super spicy. This one is one of my favorites. It looks so clean. But I think, you know, I've been sold on the black and gold. Never in my life would I thought I'd say that on a Need for Speed Heat video, but I've been sold. Oh, look at that light bar. You make it more aggressive. Make the tone more aggressive. I appreciate cars like this, especially considering the fact, oh my, it's actually really quick. For the old boy that's in it, oh yeah, this is quick. I appreciate cars like this because when it comes to most people, never in my life have I heard someone go, yeah, Mercury Cougar, my favorite car. But you know, out there are a few people that are obsessed with this vehicle. The supercharger wine is just doing it for me right now. But I very much appreciate when they do it because I knew if I, for example, the Evo 10 in this game, I was out of this. Well, of course, the Evo 10 is a somewhat big car in the States, but over in the UK and Europe, it's really not. I appreciate when they add cars that not masses like. For obviously, the supercar everyone will love. Skyline, the GTR, and Sunken, everyone will love. But when we come to cars like this, people be like, thank you, Ghost. You're the best. I love you. I appreciate you. Ghost. Oh my god, I keep saying it as if Ghost is still a thing. I'm so upset. I'm upset. I won't cry. Let's try and keep pushing on, lads. Let's try and keep pushing on. We've got some cars to go through, and this is one of them that we need to experience for sure. I do wonder how Criterion are going to handle things like this. Are Criterion going to add these cars that some people will like? We'll have to wait and see how that... Can you bloody move out the way? You're ruining the flow of this car. So I've brought it to quite a twisty event because I knew that generally that was not going to be the point that this car would appreciate. This car would like some straights, please, some nice power runs, which we're going to do. We're going to do. But I just missed a checkpoint. Damn it! Back in the pack. And we're going to climb up. That's fine. That's how we like it. We like some competition. We are majorly ahead in level in terms of all this AI. I think this is a 260 event, and we're about three something. I know we're like mid threes. We didn't really get to that 400 plus, and I think the only way you could do that is by swapping in the GTR or the other V8 that was available right at the end of the list. But I kind of wanted to see how this would perform under its own meat. Its own meat is good enough. I do like my meat, but my muscly meat is what you want to eat. Damn. Come on, BMW, you should not be here. Your traction control should have kept you back by now. What do you mean your traction control is off? Well, you should be dead. You should also be bored of hearing that fake poo-poo noise of your car. It sounds so raspy. Get it in the bin. Goodbye. Please let me pass. You're genuinely just being a nuisance. And now there you go. That's some automotiveness. That's some power that is needed to be... Give me the boost. Stuart! You boo-boo! We are on the final lap, so it's very slidey still. It's got the slidey characteristics of a muscle car for sure. I'm going to be playing around with that, I think, just to tweak it a little bit. I can't get enough of this light bar. It's so freaking cool. This is like what they would have imagined light bars and brake lights would have been like on future cars. Like future... I can imagine designers of whips of these times going, wow, one day we'll have things like this and it will look super... And it's doable now. It's doable. You look at any of the old classic action movies with cars in the past, and they wanted to do crazy business like this. But it would have been so expensive to do LED lights back then. Like, did they have LEDs? I don't think so. And if they did, wow, that's some like alien technology we've never heard of. At least in the car world. Cross the line with some mighty meat. I do really like the design on this car. Is it just me, or does this look extra clean? There's something about gold on a classic car. Normally I wouldn't do gold. Gold is a no. I don't want to be no FIFA YouTuber. No offense, FIFA YouTubers, but that's generally FIFA YouTuber business. I ain't about that. So we're going to go to the live tuning just to get some more downforce. I'm going to force the downforce. I'm going to reduce the steering sensitivity just a little bit because I think it doesn't need to be as sensitive as it actually is. I've just began a drift. We can still drift quite well, to be fair. I don't know if this is ideally a grip car. To be honest, this might actually make for a pretty good drift car, but it might be one of those that's a bit too slidey, considering the fact we got 1 star. Considering the fact that it's already sliding when we've already got the race tires on. This is supposed to be grippy. It's supposed to be the grip. I see so many ambulances in this game. How many people are ill in Florida? Oh, it's Florida. It's Florida. I think some things to write home about this car. The LED bar, super sweet. The gold paint, the paint jobs, the designs. As I was saying, the people that appreciate the car are going to love this car. Considering the fact that they've spent so much time in the liveries, when normally with cars like this, they don't really get that great of liveries. Those liveries look like the people that love this car have spent the time to make them even spicier. And the idol is probably one of my favorite idols we've ever heard. Epic. It's no slouch either. This, again, with the standard engine, with some upgrades. Quite a few upgrades. It does need them. You're not going to be using this thing stock at all. But it would be interesting to have some races in Need for Speed with stock vehicles. Considering the fact that normally we just do 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower, minimum 1,000 horsepower in most cases. And then to throw in bangers that are struggling to get to, well, I say usable horsepower. None of the horsepower is going to be usable on the standard tires. The tires are rubbish. I think tire upgrades alone would make these cars a million times better, but I do appreciate that they have those tires in just so we can experience the wheel spin of something that's as ridiculously powerful as this. It's also a rammer. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on the Mercury Cougar. Are you a fan? I have to say that I am coming home as a fan of this gold mobile. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, peace.